It's like a spaceship. Good morning. I want to show you the new bad boy in town. Have a look. What do you think this is? Huh? An electric car, of course. Only electric cars, but not a normal or regular one. This is the EQE 53 AMG 2023. It looks good. 625 horsepower, 950 Newton meters of torque, 2.6 tons curb weight, and a price tag of 1.5 million SEK equals to 150,000 euros. So this car does 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds, and have two permanent magnet motors, one in the front, one in the back, that puts out 625 horsepower together. This one doesn't have the Dynamic Plus package, which actually gives us 50 horsepower more and lowers the 0 to 100 sprint in with 0.2 seconds, so 3.3. You can't open the bonnet of this one. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. The bonnet doesn't need to be opened. You just fill in the washer fluid in this one. So at the front we have 21-inch wheels, 275 wide tires, and a profile of 30. And at the back we have 295s, 21-inch. So it's pretty big ones. And this car does have this kind of rear wheel steering. That means that the wheels turns 3.6 degrees when you turn your steering wheel to make this car feel a bit smaller and a bit more nimble. So it actually makes the turning circle shorter. And I can tell you that it really works. It makes this car feel smaller. It makes this car feel more nimble. It's more easy to park, and it's more easy to like make new turns, and it also helps you on highways because then it turns in the same direction as the front tires. Otherwise, at lower speeds, it turns in the other direction to make the car shorter, at least theoretically, not physically, of course. The net battery capacity is 90.6 kilowatt hours, so it's a hefty battery. It's big. I think the gross capacity is around 98. I don't remember exactly. I think it looks good. What do you guys think? Nice, huh? Is it nice? I think so. I have a little bit hard to get used to the side profile, but otherwise I think they have done a great job. I mean, it's like a water drop, and that's all because of the aerodynamics and to give the car a good interior space compared to the size of the car. And as you see, the bonnet is sloping a lot, almost like the Teslas does. So the good thing with that is of course also the aerodynamics, the low CV value, but it's a bit harder to drive because you don't see where the car starts or ends depending on which way you're looking at it. But when you're driving the car, you have a hard time telling where the front is of the car. But all the sensors and all the cameras, of course, helps you with that. Let's take a look inside. Have you heard all these sounds? It doesn't work. Yeah, did you hear that? There's sounds for everything in this car. Exactly everything. So when you unlock the car, when you start the car, when you lock the car, when you connect the charge port, when you disconnect the charger, when you accelerate, the different modes, they have different sounds. So they really work with the sounds in this car. And it's a bit special. It takes time to get used to, but I like it. I think it's they have done a great job, because it doesn't sound like a petrol or diesel car. It sounds like a spaceship, an electric car. So let's have a look. The inside materials are great. I think this car is spec'd a lot higher than the regular ones. So this almost feels like a EQS. It's very close to the EQS. You have the door materials, like Alcantara materials. The interior lighting, the ambient lighting is great. You have soft touch feels in a lot of places. This is hard touch, but okay hard touch plastic. Soft. This is looks like aluminium, but it's plastic. You have this nice Burmeister sound system, and it's great, I can tell you that. You have some kind of AMG chairs. They don't have that good side bolster support, but otherwise, and a bit like slippery. This is of course not real leather, it's fake leather, that's good. But they are a bit too slippery, and the side support are a little bit lacking. Otherwise, you have this neck support. It's perfect for my neck, because you can like pull it out and push it back. So it gives you good support. And you have the massage sheets on this one. AMG massage sheets, that's good. And of course you have the AMG steering wheel. Looks like the ones in like the E63S, for instance. So you have reused the design of that one. You have this sporty adjustment screens on the direction, on the wheel. And the best thing of all, this car has the hyperscreen. That one costs 95 SEK extra. That's about 9,500 euros or $9,000 extra for this screen. It probably also gives you other extras, but I don't know if it's worth it. But this screen it's amazing. I'm gonna show you. So when looking at the roof, it's a panoramic roof, a double glazed roof that has this kind of curtains that you can close. And if you look at the back seat, the doors does have the same materials as the front ones, so, and also ambient lighting around this one. You have the Burmeister speakers. You have Tesla-like back cover of the seat. Very nice. You have almost a flat or level floor in this car. It's a little notch in the middle, otherwise very flat. The back seat with this red safety belts, it's part of the AMG package. The back seats are the back bench. It's very flat. It's extremely flat. It almost looks like the Model S did a while ago, but they're okay. The room in this car are good. It's a good back seat. I'm 6'4" and I can fit between myself, so that's good. This car doesn't have any double isolated glass, It's just single glass, so no extra soundproofing. The same at the front. But that, I guess, is extra, and you can. I know you always can get extra isolated glass on Mercedes cars, and I think you can get that on this one too. But the car is silent, so I don't think you need it. So now to the hyperscreen. There's 3 parts of it: the instrument cluster, the entertainment cluster, and the passenger cluster. 3 different screens that act like 3 different screens, so we can control them separately. We'll power that up with the power button. Did you hear that sound? Nice, huh? So this is the charging session, or charging screen, charging view. This is a nice touch. When I plugged in the car this night, I actually got the exact kilowatt-hour charging speed in the instrument cluster. It's easy to set the charge limit. I set it to 80%. And one interesting feature that I haven't seen before is the maximum charge speed possible right now on this state of charge. So it actually says that you can, if I plug in now, you will achieve the maximum charging speed of 43 kilowatts. That's an interesting feature. I have never seen it before. That's good. I like that. You can open close the flap, the charge port. You can see the estimated range, not representative for the moment. This car has a 525 kilometers VLTP range. Don't look at that one. But this car doesn't have any heat pump, so the 525 kilometers is achievable during summertime, but not during cold weathers, I should say. And you will probably have a consumption during summer just under 200 watt hours per kilometer. That means that you will be able to travel just below 500. I should say like 485 or 490 kilometers. So let's go to the performance menu. This is the AMG menu. It actually gives you a lot of information. It gives you the battery status. It gives you the driving profile. C stands for comfort. So comfort actually gives you a little bit more softer suspension, not as aggressive acceleration as the Sport Plus, and a more subtle interior sound. So this one actually shows you the driving dynamics. I'm going to show you while driving how the energy flows, which motor that recuperates, which motor that drives and pushes the car forward, if it's 4-wheel drive or back-wheel drive, etc. So that's a fun thing to have. It doesn't feel a very good function, but it's good, and the graphic looks good, and it's fun to look at. And when it comes to recuperation, we can adjust the recuperation by pulling these tabs or pushing this wheel flaps. If you push it to the right, you actually lower the recuperation. If you push it down to the left, you increase the recuperation. So we have 3 different levels: high, low, or none. Yeah. So when it's none, it's just like driving around on neutral when you let go of the acceleration pedal. So I always drive on high, because high is the closest you get to one pedal driving. It is not 100% one pedal driving, but it recuperates good, but it doesn't stop the car. So the other part is the driving. This one shows the RPM and Newton meter for each motor. So when you push the accelerator, even the brake light is there. So it actually, I'm going to show those parts. And then you have the vehicle. That's more or less the energy and the angles of the suspension, front, rear and front. And then you have this slide. This part is the best one. This shows the power in kilowatt hours to the right for each motor, and it shows you the torque that you utilize on the left side for each motor, front and back. So this is really good. So when you floor it, you get combined 460 kilowatt and 950 newton meters, and it actually shows it here. And then you have the temperature of the battery pack, and you have the temperatures of the front and rear motor. So this is a fun thing to drive around with for us techie nerds. I really like this one. I think the Tesla could work more with this kind of illustrations and information. I mean, information is king for us that care. Give us more info. You have the navigation. That's nice, huh? It's a big navigation screen, isn't it? And it's responsive too. See? It's responsive, it looks good. You also have this nice massage seats. I mean, these are great. AMG seats with massage function. Isn't that good? I think the nicest one I have tried is the deep workout one. You set it to intense and then you start. This one feels the best, and it also vibrates. The seat vibrates. So it feels like you're getting phone calls when you have your phone in your pocket. But it's, yeah, this one is the best one I have felt. So here you can adjust the seats. You have the side bolsters for your back. And that's good. It actually makes it a little bit better. Why haven't I changed that before? Yeah. So it fills the side bolsters with air. It's an air pump in it. You have lumbar support, and here is the profile of the back. So the further you pull it out, the more it pushes you in the back. That's a bit too much. A little bit lower. There you have it. So you have, yeah, it's nice. You have a lot of convenient features. You have the ambient lighting, where you can adjust all the colors. You have like multicolor schemes. I like monochrome and blue. Blue is nice. This is an AMG car for a family or for a person that really likes to have the performance, the speed, but also the comfort and the luxury. I mean, it's like a spaceship. And as you saw on my 0 to 100 test, this car even beats the specs. So the specs says 3.5 seconds. This car, I actually managed to reach 100 in 3.2 seconds. I don't know why, but that's amazingly good. I mean, the torque, the immediate punch you get in your back when you push it, it's amazing. The driving dynamics, it's both comfy. I mean, the suspension is good. Now it's in sport mode. It's not too hard, and then if you put it in comfort, the air suspension really softens and get a lot more comfortable. So we can drive it on long trips really well. The car handles good. You feel that it is heavy, but I mean, you can handle it, and then the torque and the power actually compensates for that. You feel the 2.6 tons though. But the punch you get when you press it, when you floor it, it's amazing. I mean, it's almost as immediate as in the Model Y Performance or in the Model 3 Performance. But it's even faster than the Model Y Performance. It's almost on par with the Model 3 Performance, but this is a bigger and much heavier car, so a lot more torque and horsepower on this one. So I really love the driving dynamics. You get a AMG car that actually works in the all-day life. I mean, it's the perfect combination, at least for me. I don't want this too sporty car. This one is a perfect mix between sportiness and comfort.